Good evening and welcome to 7 at 7. I'm Pooja Shali. Let's begin. And it's a big India Today impact after India Today's sting on the exposed black marketing of N95 masks in Mumbai. Maharashtra's Food and Drug Administration conducting joint raids to crack down on black marketeers hoarding the Venus N95 masks. 2 locations raided since morning and lakhs of masks of Venus's N95 have been recovered and seized from these locations. And joining me live on that is my colleague Tanushri Pandey, who's been tracking all the details of this. Tanushri, this is big news, and the fact that only India Today managed to bring this to the fore about the black marketeers of N95. What are you picking up now about the Maharashtra government's action?
Well, absolutely. It's big, Pooja. And after India Today's exclusive investigation exposing the black market of Venus's N95 mask, which is thriving in the city of Mumbai, and at a time when the doctors and the healthcare workers for whom the N95 mask, Pooja, is an absolute necessity, they are not getting the N95 mask. They are begging the donors to donate N95 mask. On the other hand, the black marketeers are hoarding lakhs and lakhs of Venus's N95 mask. And why? The fact that we stung the Venus N95 mask is the fact that, Pooja, Venus is one of the nodal manufacturers. This is a company which from which directly the government of India and the government of Maharashtra procure the N95 mask. And that is the reason stinging the black marketeers who are hoarding lakhs of N95 masks from the company of Venus was important. And after we stung all the more than 4 such vendors in the city, the Food and Drug Administration of the Maharashtra government along with the Mumbai police have raided all the locations that we stung, and they have in fact found they have recovered lakhs of N95 masks worth crores, Pooja, and all this stuff has now been confiscated. All that N95 mask has been seized, and in fact the samples have also been sent to the Venus company to check if at all all the masks are of original authenticity or not. But as of now, definitely it's our report, our story stand has been corroborated by the Maharashtra government and by the Mumbai police, because they have found lakhs of N95 masks belonging to Venus company, one of the nodal manufacturers, lying in these black market stocks, Pooja, which is
just to recap for our viewers, what precisely was shown in this sting, and how has it managed to really brought this black marketing to the fore?
In fact, the sting we have done was exposing the black market of Venus N95 mask. Now, the mask, the NPPA has not capped the price of these N95 masks, but they clearly said that one cannot sell these masks above rupees 95, which has been the MRP. Now, if you go to a chemist shop in Mumbai, you will not find an N95 mask belonging to the Venus company. If you go to any hospital, Pooja, and check in the city, each and every doctor will tell you that they have an acute shortage of N95 masks, and so much that they are now begging the NGOs to donate N95 masks. And then if you go to the to the dingy lane of the suburbs, you will find people who were running courier services and Xerox services and have absolutely no licensing and authentication. They are hoarding lakhs of N95 masks, and all this is original, Pooja.
Yes.
This is not a fake mask. These masks belong to Venus company, one of the nodal manufacturers.
Tanushri, it's very good to hear that the government has taken cognizance of India Today's exclusive report. The sting there about black marketing of very crucial N95 masks that clearly should have been sold, only viable options. Tanushri Pandey with all the latest. Now, Maharashtra, remember, has reported over 5,000 coronavirus cases for the 3rd straight day. To be specific, 5,493 new cases were reported in last 24 hours, the highest single-day spike yet again. Total cases have now crossed 1,64,000 mark, but of the total cases, active cases stand at about 70,000. Financial capital Mumbai reported 1,287 cases just on Sunday. Meanwhile, the Maharashtra government has extended lockdown till July 31st. Essential services will remain open during the lockdown period. Non-essential services, excluding malls, have been permitted to operate from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. In fact, the Uddhav Thackeray government has also allowed e-commerce services to function. The Mumbai police yesterday seized over 7,000 privately owned vehicles for violating restrictions. Mumbaikars will also now be allowed to travel to areas that fall only within the 2-kilometer radius from their home. And to give us details of that, Kamlesh Sutar is joining me live from Mumbai. Kamlesh, it's big news that Maharashtra is extending restrictions till 31st July. What are the details there? Why has this decision taken? Because there are also relaxations that have been given.
Well, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has been time and again saying that they want to unlock and what Maharashtra government prefers to call it as mission begin again. That has been started in Maharashtra, but in last few days we've seen that the number of cases have only been spiraling, and in fact in last 3 days we have witnessed the highest ever rise in the number of cases. At a point when the state government is planning to open up gradually to give another series of life to the economy of the state, but that doesn't seem to be happening at this point. Just on one hand, the state government announced that it wants to open up gradually, but with the increasing number of COVID positive patients, the state government has decided to extend the lockdown till 31st of July. Now, the conditions that were prevailing will be extended, obviously. The only change being that salons, spas, barber shops will remain open. Otherwise, there will be restrictions on inter-district travel. There are restrictions in the MMR region, especially restrictions in areas, in districts where cases are increasing. So these restrictions will continue to be there, but at least as of now, a complete normal life in Maharashtra doesn't seem to be a possibility till at least 31st of July.
All right, so we can say that not a complete reopening for the state of Maharashtra, which is still the worst affected. Kamlesh Sutar with all the latest. Kamlesh, thank you very much. Let me now also bring you exact cases of the state of Maharashtra. The total cases now stand at 1,64,626. Cases in Mumbai, specifically the city, are at 75,539. Sadly, the death toll now stands for Maharashtra at about 7,429. Deaths in Mumbai, 4,371. In just last 24 hours, total cases have been 5,493, and tragically 156 people have lost their life due to COVID-19 issues. From Mumbai to the national capital, Delhi, coronavirus cases in Delhi have crossed 83,000 mark. Aam Aadmi Party government has now decided to start a plasma bank, which will be to treat COVID-19 patients. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced the plasma bank, which will start operations in next 2 days and will set up at the Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences in Delhi. Chief Minister has urged recovered patients to also come forth voluntarily and donate their plasma. In just 24 hours, 2,889 fresh COVID-19 cases have been reported in the national capital. Sadly, 65 new deaths were also reported. This has now pushed Delhi death toll to over 2,500. Interestingly, a nudge from the Union Home Ministry has pushed up the number of containment zones in Delhi to 421. This as 13 containment zones across 5 districts are undergoing an extensive remapping exercise that is resulting in the creation of several new sealed areas. Delhi, remember, is now the worst hit city in the country in terms of confirmed cases. And the third round of India-China Corps Commander level meeting is likely to be held tomorrow or day after. Sources are telling India today that this time the military level meeting will be held in Chushul along the Indian side. Last 2 meetings, remember, were held in Moldo, which is along the Chinese side. The meeting will focus on taking forward proposals made by both sides forward for a disengagement process. All contentious areas during the current standoff will be discussed to probably stabilize the situation. Lieutenant General Harinder Singh, a 14 Corps commander, to lead the Indian delegation. All right, so that's the big news coming in. Remember, there have been 2 meetings that have been held in the past few days as well, since the June 15th face-off as well. But this time it will be significant primarily because it will have to focus on the disengagement process. There have been meetings held in the past as well, but this time it will be in the Chushul area of Ladakh, and the meeting is going to focus primarily for the proposals made by both sides. Abhishek Bhalla is in Ladakh to give us all the update. Abhishek, this is going to be very significant, but what precisely is the importance of this third Corps Commander level meeting?
It's crucial, Pooja, that this meeting comes only within a week of the previous one that took place on the 22nd of June. What sources have told me is that, the top agenda will be to discuss some of the proposals that the two sides had made in that previous meeting and the way forward. So both sides will come up with their, assessments of whatever was discussed, and it will be put forth once again, and then it will be decided how that mutual disengagement can take place. Also, what is very important that sources tell me is that, unlike the previous dialogues that have happened, the situation has changed from then, because at that point of time, this tussle and tension was restricted to 3 points in the Galwan Valley and the Pangong Lake. But now it's almost the entire eastern Ladakh area where, China opened up various sectors by making forays extremely close to the line of actual control, and it was seen as a clear violation of status quo between the two sides, and that's what the Indian side has been insisting, that they want status quo to be restored as to what it was pre-May 5, that's when the first clash happened in Pangong as well as Galwan.
It's clearly going to be a very interesting meeting, and Abhishek Bhalla will be tracking all the latest. Abhishek, thank you very much for now. Now, after much uncertainty, there's now finally a definitive date for the arrival of India's very own Rafale fighter jets. 6 Rafales will land at the Indian Air Force's base in Ambala on 27 July, and that's just 28 days from today. This as war clouds in many ways between India and China are still looming large. Rafale power could be the game changer for India. How? Take a look at this report.
In less than a month, the first Indian Rafales will arrive. After months of uncertainty, finally there's a date. On July 27, at least 4 of these jets will land at the Indian Air Force base in Ambala, the new home of the Rafales. The last time you saw the Indian Rafales was in October last year, when they were handed over to Indian pilots in the presence of Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. 9 months later, the jets will finally be home. A minimum of 4 jets will be arriving at Ambala with the possibility of 2 more. While the first squadron is at Ambala, the second will come up in Hasimara in West Bengal. The 2 game-changer weapons, the Meteor and Scalp, have already begun arriving for storage at Ambala. A total of 36 Rafales will be delivered by 2023, with the aircraft competing for an order of 114 more. Most crucially, the Indian Rafales will be fully ready for combat missions from the moment they arrive, ready to fly with their key weapon. The Scalp, for instance, is a cruise missile with ranges in excess of 500 km, is stealthily and devastatingly accurate. The Meteor Beyond Visual Range missile is the most capable such weapon system in the world, with a range of well over 100 kilometers, completely outranging both Chinese and Pakistani weapons, and could prove a deterrent to air aggression. The countdown to India's Rafales has begun. With the country on military alert, the new aircraft will be most welcome. With Shivarur, Bureau Report, India Today.
And now a bizarre story developing in Mumbai. The residents of Mumbai have been left shell-shocked recently with the power bills that are skyrocketing, that are being delivered to their home, and that to an unprecedented level. Many have even taken to social media site Twitter and other platforms expressing shock that with no respite from the power supplier and no explanation. From Tapsi Pannu to Renuka Shahane, many have jumped into this debate that has been raging in Mumbai and adjoining districts about people receiving high bills for electricity consumption this month. Take a look at this report.
After the lockdown ended, people living in and around Mumbai have received electricity bills that are way too high. They are unprecedented. For some, it is 4 times that they ever paid for. For others, it is more than the rent of their homes. Actor Tapsi Pannu took to Twitter to complain about the bill that was received for 36,000 rupees. A Mumbai resident from Bandra, Mona Janeja, expressed shock as she has never received such a high bill of 21,000 ever, adding that it was paid as utility bills have been set on auto-pay option online. Many like her are left shell-shocked.
What I don't understand about Adani is why did they not ask the consumer to send them a meter reading? This cannot be our bill, and Adani needs to kind of offer some kind of discount or explanation why this has happened.
Some took to social media to show how they were charged by Adani Electricity when they were not even their service providers. Actor Renuka Shahane also took to Twitter to express her shock after receiving a bill for 18,080 for the month of May. Tushar Gandhi tweeted as well for receiving a bill for 13,580. But it is not just the upper class living in posh localities in Mumbai who have received these skyrocketing bills.
चेतन जी, आपका कितना बिल आया है?
इस महीने का 9,300. इसका मैंने इनको कंप्लेंट भी किया था, बट मुझे कोई रेजोल्यूशन नहीं मिला.
3 मंथ से हम 2,500 3,000 ऐसा बिल पे करते आ रहे हैं लास्ट 3 मंथ से. उसके बावजूद भी हमारा बिल जो अभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल आया वो 11,600 अराउंड आया हुआ.
Adani Electricity issued a statement that shows how the bill value was not based on actual consumption and that the bill for the last period shall be accounted as per the MERC guidelines. The statement clearly shows how the bills are not based on actual consumption, which Mumbaikars find unfair. Speaking on the issue, Maharashtra State Energy Minister Nitin Raut ruled out any foul play in high bills that consumers have received.
आपल्या माध्यमातून मी या सर्वांना या ठिकाणी सांगू इच्छेन की आपण पहिल्यांदा जे बिल आलेला आहे त्याच्यातला जो कंझ्युमर नंबर आहे तो कंझ्युमर नंबर जर आमच्या लिंकवर टाकलं तर पूर्ण माहिती तुम्हाला त्या ठिकाणी मिळेल आणि आपलं वीज बिल खरं आहे खोटं आहे हे त्या ठिकाणी सिद्ध होईल.
In spite of the many assurances by the minister, receiving high bills for electricity at a time when there is an economic slowdown and many families have suffered financial hardships is sure hurting the wallets of Mumbaikars. With Shruti Barjatia and Vidya in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
And now we bring you an update from Assam, because the flood situation in Assam is worsening day by day with more than 20 people dead already. More than 9 lakh people may have been affected by now due to the flood situation in the northeastern part of the state. 23 districts including Lakhimpur, Bongaigaon, Kokrajhar have been affected by the flood. Remember, Union Home Minister Amit Shah also spoke to Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal yesterday on the relief measures being taken to evacuate people. And we will continue to track these updates coming in from Assam on the floods. Let me now leave you with something interesting on social media. The Chief Justice of India, Justice Bobde, was spotted in Nagpur expressing his admiration for high-end bikes. This, as a photograph of him on a Harley Davidson, has now gone viral. Sporting a t-shirt and a pair of sneakers for a judge, otherwise of course in a black coat, India's top judge was spotted enjoying this weekend doing what he seemingly loves. Bobde was trying his hands with a bike borrowed from a friend. Leaving you with these visuals. Thank you so much for watching India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.